Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
And in year 2, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's, can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
That's into the hands of Diggs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Patriots first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
May to throw on second down. Pass caught right side by Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And it's third down.
Third down and 3. To throw is May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 35, here's second down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They've got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
To throw on first down is May. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Tavius Robinson gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. From out of the gun, here's May. That one complete to Hollins. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
His kick is good. And the Patriots are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up. And
he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Back deep is Marcus Jones. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That's complete to Diggs. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
A give to Henderson, running right, and he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
A gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Hollins. On 1st and 10, here's Mann. He finds Hollins on the ground. He's going to be taken down at about the 30s. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Main out on 1st and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Patriots.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Handoff, and it's Henderson. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Once more, it's Henderson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd and long.
They'll try to set up the screen here.
Hayes pass. Complete to Ramondre Stevenson. A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
Well, as you can see there, with this guy's size, you're just not going to be able to bring him down with arm tackles. You're going to have to get a lot of bodies to the ball, square him up, and be physical. Because if not, he's going to run through light contact, and he still has the speed to pick up big yards.
Left side, caught by Andrews. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
46-yard line.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Jackson now on second down. Short, complete to Likely. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver,
It's second down.
and that will lead to a second down.
I think you just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Flowers with the catch. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
That's another Baltimore first down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Patriots out on top. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Complete to Tylan Wallace. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Jackson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's out to Andrews as they set up the screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And 1.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They'll run for it with Henry. He's going to have a Ravens first down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6. And it keeps the drive going.
First down.
And they knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have moments. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Second down, Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Jackson going to keep this one himself. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The score, Ravens 7, Patriots 6.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Dick. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, New England.
That's good.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. A run, and this is Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big hit for the Patriots. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion here is Hollins. On 2nd down, it's May. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And he'll be marked down at the 7th. And it will set up 1st and goal.
18 more yards. That's another Patriots first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So
the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Man in motion here is Hollins. May to throw on second down. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is third and goal.
5 yards brings up third and goal.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's May. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. On first and 10, Jackson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the gun, Jackson. And it's into the hands of Flowers.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Again, it's Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. It's second down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Back to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
That's another.
A gain there of 27 yards.
First and 10 at the
What a
16-yard
luxury
line.
that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
8-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
2nd and a yard. To the air one more time with Jackson. That is caught, and he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
First down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Mitchell, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Tackle made by Harold Landry.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Jackson now on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will up the lead to 5.
The score, Ravens 14, Patriots 9.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
May's pass. Complete to
And the
Deshaun
offense
Rudy.
will elect to burn a timeout.
It's a gain
5
of
seconds
5.
remaining
Brings up
in this
second
second
and
quarter.
5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw now, May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. Whoa. Finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Back to throw, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Oh, the ball's out. And the Patriots are going to recover.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Play action now. Jackson. Pass into the hands of the fullback. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Jackson up top again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will extend their third quarter lead.
Patriots 9.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st and 10, here's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on second down, May. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson flushed to his left. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
3rd and 6.
Jackson taking off. He'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new center down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson.
Jackson's pass complete to Zay Flowers. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it with Henry. He'll get this inside the 20, and nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
7-yard gain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, here's Jackson. He'll step up and run this. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll step up and run.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Henry is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Patriots 9.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Williams now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's May. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and long. They'll motion the slot man right. Throwing on 3rd down is May. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This is taken at his own 30. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll begin here on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's Jackson. Flowers with the catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, you're looking for that spark, and boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Pats are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Second down, Jackson. And that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Forced out wide. There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Now, Jackson. He's got it at about the 8, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On 2nd down, it's May. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Out of the gun, it's Henderson. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the 2nd half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they're a handful to track down.
19-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the give, it's Henderson. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd
and after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he will score! Game on! Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Patriots 23.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game. as they kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Jackson now. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's the give to Henry running right. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and long for Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold them to a short return. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
16 yards.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
You know, it's really surprising to see him, of all people, let that one go. You just don't see him drop many balls. I mean, really, regardless of the circumstance. So, yes, there was contact. Yes, they timed it up perfectly, but typically that's a ball he's able to hold on to.
May to the air once more. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. He'll go again here with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
3rd and short, Jackson. Left side, caught by Andrews. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch taken here, and it could come right at the 15-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. May gonna look to throw. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. Just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
And really, this is just simple, Mike. Sometimes it's just easier to hand the ball to your best players than it is necessarily to go back and throw it to them. So once in a while, we see this pretty much every week. They're going to continue to find creative and easy ways to get the ball into his hands and just say, hey, go do the rest. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
May to throw on second down. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
To throw now, May. That'll be caught, and he will get into the end zone for two. And this game is tied.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. Here's Henry, trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now they face third down and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now Henry. takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. New England going to take their second timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Mitchell. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A 6-yard pickup.
The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here comes 2nd and 4. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Here's Henry. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will go up by 7.
Ravens 38, Patriots 31.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He finds Hollins on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here comes 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Going up top. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.